Most people think that you need expensive software to manage clients and close deals. But what if I told you that you can build your own custom CRM or customer relationship management system for free using Google Docs? Yep, no monthly fees, no complex technical skills required, just a simple, streamlined process that you can use to track leads, your follow ups with your clients so you can grow your business, all inside Google Workspace. So today I'm going to show you how you can build your own CRM from scratch right inside Google Docs. And trust me, this isn't just a basic spreadsheet. We're talking about organization and strategy all in one place. So if you're in sales, maybe you're working as a solopreneur, a coach, a consultant, or just someone tired of sticky notes and scattered client information, this video is for you. So let's dive into Google Workspace together. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and dive into today's training on how to build a custom CRM using nothing but a simple Google Sheet. So, first off, you're going to need access to a Gmail account. If you don't have a Gmail, go to Google, type in Gmail, and sign up for a free Google email account. It's a Gmail account. It gives you access to the Google workshop where you can, or workspace where you can do your Google Doc or build your Google Doc. So, anyways, as you can see, I'm in my Gmail. The first thing we need to do is we need to go up to the top right. There's a little 9-box grid. I'm going to click that and I'm going to click Drive. And then from here on the left hand side, you see a button that says New and it says Google Sheets. Now you can click Google Sheets and it's going to create a new Google Sheet. Now, what's the difference between a Google Sheet and an Excel sheet? Well, a Google Sheet is a live document. Now, what's nice about that is you can share the document and it gets uploaded and updated in real time. So, me personally, I have people in the Philippines that upload my contacts, and I can see in real time everything that's being uploaded and any changes that are being made to the document. If you're using an Excel sheet, then what ends up happening is you have a bunch of different versions that you create and you don't know if it's an updated version or if it's the old version. So Google Sheets allows you to save it to the cloud. So if you are accessing a different computer, you can access your CRM from anywhere, any computer, as long as you have access to the internet, which is really nice. But that's why I love it, because it's an actual live sheet. Now, I'm not going to create a new sheet here. I've already created one specifically for this CRM training. Now, this isn't super advanced. This is a simple way to keep you organized. It keeps your clients organized, your leads, your prospects, what you're working on, any type of conversations that you've had with them. But this is a free way to do that. Is it the most effective way? No, I recommend a CRM. Personally, if you're small, something like Bigin, Bigin, it's only $15 a month, could be a really good CRM for you. We'll talk about that here in a second. But for today's training, we're going to show you how to use this Google Sheet as your CRM to help you stay organized and grow your business. So for those of you who are new to Google Docs or Excel, it's simple. To make a change, all you have to do is click or double click any of the cells, and then you can simply type in the cell. Now, on the very top, you see that I have headers. Now, this is how I personally label everything for myself, and you can use the same or you can change the headers. But I'm going to start off with the business name, the first and last name of my contact, their title, cell phone number, direct number, their headquarters number, their email. I have the follow-up date. So if they ask me to follow up with them on a certain time, I have that here. Then we have lead status. Is the lead cold? Is it warm? Is it hot? Are they asking me to follow up? What's the status of that lead or that account? Then I have next to that, I have attempts. Attempts means how many times did I try to reach out to that individual, either by email, by LinkedIn connection request, or by picking up the phone and making a dial. How many times have I tried to contact that person? Next to that, I have notes. So this is where I'm going to upload and keep all my notes. And then last but not least, I have the business address. Now, here's what we're going to do is I've already have a few contacts in here, and I'm going to show you how I organize everything and stay on top of everything. and set reminders so that way I know when to follow up with specific individuals. So let's just work right here. So first off, the follow-up date. You notice if I double click on this cell, nothing happens. So we need to put a calendar picker on here. So it allows you to put or select a date and a time. I don't just manually put in a date or time. That's very time consuming. So I'm going to click this little cell, and then right up here on the very top, it says data. And then it says data validation. I'm going to go ahead and click that. And then I'm going to click add new rule. And then you're going to see a drop down, or under criteria, it says drop down. I'm going to put is valid date. And then I'm going to select done. Now, as you can see, if I double click that specific cell, now there's a calendar picker on here. So let's just say I'm speaking to Matthew right here, and he asked me to follow up with him on the 25th of June. I just easily can select that date, which is really nice. It saves you a ton of time. But as you notice, if I click all these cells below that, none of those have the date picker. So instead of manually doing it to every single one, what you want to do is you want to click on that box, and then you're going to see a little dot on the bottom right. All you're going to do is click and hold and drag that down. And then every single one of these tabs will now have the date picker on there. So how does this work? Well, let's just give an example of how you can filter through these follow-ups. Now, I'm just going to select a few different dates. Let's just put the 26th for a bunch of these. We got June 26th. And then for here, let's do the 18th of June. This is just an example, guys. So once you select the dates and you're working through your list, what we want to do is we want to create filters for all your categories here. So, or your columns, sorry, your columns. So what we want to do is I'm going to click on where it says I up here on the very top, and then I'm going to click this little filter button. Looks like a little reverse triangle, like an oil filter is what it looks like. But I'm going to click filter, and what that does is it puts filters in every single one of your columns. Now, what's cool about that is when you're working, you can filter certain types of leads. So let's just say, I want to follow up with people on June 18th that asked me to call them on June 18th. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select clear everything, and then I'm going to select June 18th and click OK. And as you can see, now the only thing that's visible to me are the people I need to follow up with on that specific day. So it's a really fast way to filter through people. Go back to select all again, so everything shows back up. But when I'm working now, you can also set filters for different things we'll talk about in a second. But that's date specific. If they're asking you or requesting that you follow up with them on a specific date. Lead status is another thing that I use a lot. Instead of setting a date, though, what we want to do is we want to create a drop down, because notice how if I double click on it, nothing happens. Well, it's too time consuming to put in a note here. So I want a drop down of what type of status this lead is in. So I'm going to double click it, and I'm going to click insert, and I'm going to click drop down. And then I'm going to put right here on the right hand side, follow up. I'm going to put cold lead, and then I'm going to put warm lead, and then I'm going to put hot lead, and then last but not least, I'm going to put do not call. So the do not call, let's just make this like a light red. Hot lead is going to be red, warm lead is going to be yellow, and then cold lead is going to be blue. And then I'm just going to click done. Now, as you can see, this cell has a drop down. So if I'm working this lead and they ask me to follow up, I'm just going to simply click follow up. Now, as you can see, the rest of the cells don't have that below here. So what I want to do is I want to drag or click on the cell, click on that little dot, right click and hold and drag. And then as you can see now, all of them have the little drop down for warm and hot leads. Now, let's just do a little demonstration. Let's just say all of these are hot leads, and then all of these ones are follow-ups. Now, if you're working and you only want to work, let's just say hot leads, and you don't want all these follow-ups on here, because some of my Google Docs have over 1,000 contacts on there, and I don't know who's hot, and I don't want to scroll through all the pages. So I simply click on the filter. I'm going to click clear, and then I only want hot leads. As you can see, there's a little checkbox and it's selected. I'm going to click OK. Now, as you can see, the only thing showing up are hot leads. So that's a really cool feature to filter through everything. In order to see all your leads again, just go select all and then click OK, and then bam, all your leads show back up. Under attempts, like I said, you can do drop down, label it 1 through 10, 1 through 12, however many attempts you want to put on there. But you can do the same thing using the drop down. Click there, click insert, click drop down, and do the same thing there. Next, we have notes. Now, a lot of people, when they're using a Google Doc, what they're going to do is what they call a text wrap. So they're going to click the cell, and then they're going to come right up here, and they're going to click text wrap. And what this does is it wraps the text up in their notes. So I'm going to show you what it looks like. I'm going to click the little wrap button. And I'm just going to type in a bunch of random letters. And as you can see, when I let release, it wraps it. The problem with this is as you put more and more and more notes in, it drags down the rest of the page. So it looks awful. So I don't recommend doing a text wrap for this. Instead, we have a really cool feature to customize your CRM that I like to do. So let's just click on this tab that says notes. We're going to click insert, and we're going to click where it says comment. Now, what's cool about comment is it allows you to update things in real time. So I'm just going to put a note, spoke to Matt. He asked me to call him in 2 weeks. And I'm going to hit comment, and now look at it, timestamps it. So that way, when you're hovering over your notes, you can see the last time you contacted them. If you want to add more notes to it, simply click it and then just keep adding more notes. And then it timestamps it every single time you do that. So the types of notes that I like to add are, who did I speak with? Was it the receptionist? What's her name? Did I drop off a gift? What was the conversation with the person that I talked to? Anyways, we don't need to discuss notes, but it's a really easy way to keep track of all your notes for all your clients or your prospects. Last but not least, the last thing I want to show you is something similar to creating a custom view using a Google Doc. So right down here, we have sheets. So we have, this is a sheet that I'm working on, and then we can create sheets down here, hitting this little plus button. So what I recommend is you have different sheets for different types of prospects or different types of people that you're working with. I'll give you an example. I work with CEOs. I also work with business partners, or what we call COIs. Those are people that refer me to CEOs. I don't want those on the same list because it causes confusion. Is this a prospect, or is this a referral partner? Who is this? So what I do is I create a different sheet for different types of people, so if I may rename this, rename referral partner or COIs, center of influence. That way I can quickly view, okay, these are center of influence people that I'm calling, or referral partners. These are, prospects, clients, and I would have a different tab for every one of them. So you can have a tab for your clients. You can have a tab for your warm leads or your funnel leads, your referral partners. Create a different tab for those individuals so it's a quick view. But guys, that concludes today's training. If you guys got value from this video, hit the like button. Consider subscribing to the channel. I post real content with real world business tips and tricks. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll be posting more like this weekly. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. I'd love to help answer those questions. I also have a link in the description to a free coaching, 45-minute coaching call with me. I would love to help you grow your business and scale it so you can make the most amount of money and have the most success with your business. It would be my honor to do so. So please feel free to book a 45-minute free coaching with me. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Take care. Have a wonderful day.